Tuttle Cameras is celebrating their 80th anniversary this year, and to commemorate that milestone, they worked with Mr. Negative to release their own film. Not just one roll, but two. A black and white roll, When We Began 1946, as well as a color roll, Still Going Strong 2026. That pack also comes with a 3-inch tall Mr. Snap's stress camera, squeezy, and they were awesome enough to give me a pack to try out and give my thoughts on. So let's see how this film does and if I can figure out what it is after the intro.
Kodak presents a breakthrough in color photography.
Fuji Super HR, the world's most developed film.
Now, before we get into the actual film, I want to talk a little bit about Tuttle's history because 80 years is a long time. And this is directly from their website. Harvey and Dick Tuttle opened the first Tuttle Camera store after serving in World War II in April of 1946 on 2nd Street in Belmont Shore, and a second store in 1947 on Atlantic Avenue in Bixby Knolls. Eric Vitwar started working for the Tuttle family in 1990 and managed the Belmont Shore location and the Bixby Knolls location. In 1998, after the passing of Dick Tuttle, Eric purchased Tuttle Cameras from Harvey Tuttle. Photography has been a passion of Eric's since his first photography class at Lakewood High School, and he loves helping other photographers get the images they are looking for. Tuttle Cameras has always been a part of the community and will continue to be involved with the local schools and partnering with Royal Family Kids Camp by donating our time, money, and supplies to help Los Angeles County foster kids have a great time at camp and a great photo album filled with their memories of camp. So that was from their website, and this is from a Yelp blurb. I'm not sure, Yelp excerpt. I'm not sure, but this is from Yelp. Harvey and Dick Tuttle opened the first store after serving in World War II in 1946 on 2nd Street in Belmont Shore, and a second store in 1947 on Atlantic Avenue in Bixby Knolls. Eric started working for the Tuttle family in 1990 and purchased the store from them in 1998. Photography has been a passion of his since high school, and he loves capturing images with all kinds of cameras. Tuttle Cameras is a full-service camera store. They carry new and used cameras, digital and film, lenses, flashes, film, tripods, bags, and much more. They also offer film processing, photo restoration, camera repair, video transfer, and printing of all kinds. Tuttle Cameras is your local camera shop. Ooh, excuse me. So again, that was directly from Yelp, and now that we know a bit about Tuttle's history, let's get into the film. I shot both rolls through my Canon Elan 7 with a 50mm f1.8 STM lens. Both rolls were developed and scanned at Tuttle Cameras, and unless stated otherwise, no edits were done on my end. So I want to start with the general description from the website, and then we'll get into the individual rolls themselves. Celebrating 80 years of photography, the limited edition Tuttle Cameras 2-pack comes with one roll of When We Began 1946 and one roll of Still Going Strong 2026. Both film boxes together complete the scene as we see Mr. Snaps traveling back in time from black and white into the full color of 2026. With that being said about the general description, we can go into the color roll When We Began 1946.
And there's our new 600 speed picture. Beautiful. She'll never replace me, will she, Kermit? You shouldn't have asked.
For both rolls, I'm going to start off with the description and the key features from the website. And from there, I'll get into my experience and my thoughts on the film, and then we'll see if I can figure out what it is. Now, with When We Began 1946, again, this is from the website. When We Began 1946 is a panchromatic black and white negative film with extended infrared sensitivity in the 650 to 750 nm range, allowing for distinctive halation effects that can be creatively controlled through exposure. With a nominal speed of ISO 400, it offers excellent versatility and wide exposure latitude. The film delivers high sharpness, strong contrast, and exceptional acutance, making it suitable for both everyday shooting and professional applications. Coated on a durable, clear polyester base, this film is rated to LE 500, 500-year archival life, and is especially well suited for modern scanning workflows. Develop times are much longer than modern films, so please see the datasheet. I want to talk about the datasheet a little bit. So from what I understood, like the website says, the developing times are much longer than modern films, and so that you don't have to deal with that headache, Tuttle went ahead and dealt with it themselves. They sent a few rolls to be developed with different times, temperatures, and even developers, and eventually were able to narrow down the development time, and they made the sheet so that if you want to develop it at home, you have all of the information, or if you want to take it to another lab, which I wouldn't recommend. The lab that Tuttle works with already dealt with that headache, so I would just recommend sending it to their lab. But if you want to, there's the information. So that's a little bit on the data sheet. Coming back to the website and looking at the key features. It is limited edition Tuttle Camera's 80th anniversary release, ISO 400, ISO panchromatic black and white film, 36 exposures per roll, fine grain and excellent sharpness, strong contrast with high edge definition, and black and white developing. A tribute to where it all began in 1946 and a film ready for the next generation of photographers. I love that. All right. Now, let me get into my personal notes about that. That's enough from the website. So, my thoughts. Now, this is an infrared film. I unfortunately don't have any infrared filters, so I didn't get to take full advantage of that, and I won't be able to give you any examples of that, unfortunately. I also don't shoot black and white too often, and I don't know, there was something... I don't think I like black and white film, but I think I like black and white infrared film. Because there was something to this film that I don't know. I really enjoyed the way that the images came out. I think it was that, I think it was the whites. They don't look like normal black and white whites, and I think that's the infrared sensitivity that we're seeing. Yeah, I have it written down here, but there's a glow to the highlights or brighter areas, and that's what I'm trying to say with the white areas, is that there's this like, and I know there's halations, but even I know this film is prone to halations, but even when the film isn't like overtly halating, I don't know if that's a word, but that's what I'm coining. Even when the film itself is not overtly halating, there is still just something very pleasing about the whites or the highlighted areas. I'm not sure what to call them with black and white film. Like I said, I don't shoot black and white too often. This might change that though. I want to get my hands on an infrared filter, and I want to see how that would look, because I've seen some of the infrared examples and they look really good. They look otherworldly. Before I move on from the halation point, I don't think it's halations. It just, whatever is getting hit by the sun is allowed or is given this like holy glow on the film. And I really like that. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. And with that, I can stop talking about halation. I'm not sure if this is a result of the film itself or the developing process, but either way, my roll had these weird artifacts in some frames that reminded me of the black spots that early rolls of Lucky C200 had. It's interesting because with Lucky 200, the spots only appeared when you were pointing the film at the sky, and with this roll they don't really have a rhyme or reason to where they appear. They just kind of appear where they want to, which leads me to believe that this may be something to do with the developing, because I can't see the manufacturer of this film making a film that has these artifacts in them, and we'll get into who the manufacturer is later and you'll see why I think that. But yeah, I think it might be something to do with the development process, but I can't explain it. All I know is that there is some weird artifacting on the film itself. Another note here is that the film handles contrast exceptionally well. There's this one shot that I'm thinking of specifically where I'm like pointed at the wall of a building, and it is just, everything is perfect. Like the highlights are not blown out, the shadows, everything is there. All of the information is recorded in the shadows, so they're not crushed. They also aren't that inky black that some people don't like. I really like my shadows to be really dark and inky black, but some people don't like that, and even then sometimes I don't like that. It just depends on what I'm going for, right? In this situation, I appreciate that the shadows are able to record a lot of information. I think that is enough yapping and rambling about about the film itself. Now I want to talk about what I believe the film is. Now, I did a little bit of searching. I did. And I genuinely believe that this film is Rollei Retro 400S. Rollei, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but Retro 400S. Why do I think that? Because I did a little bit of searching and they both have the exact same features. All right. They have the exact same infrared sensitivity. They both have a 500-year archival lifespan, and they even almost have an identical description. Now, for me personally, what was the smoking gun for this film was the 500-year archival lifespan, because there's not too many films that are going to be investing in that sort of longevity, and if they did, a lot more films would be advertising it. So with that being said, I really believe that it's Rollei Retro 400. I even asked one of the guys at Tuttle. He played coy and left after I showed him the identical descriptions in between the two. Him playing coy and leaving just kind of confirmed my suspicions even further. With all of that being said, this film was easy enough to figure out what it was, but it was the color film that's been giving me a way harder time to figure out what it is. You know what? Before I talk any more about that, let's get into the color film.
Even what's a blur to the eye can be stopped with Kodak's 400-speed films, the fast-action 35mm films from Kodak.
This is from the website. Celebrating 80 years of photography, the Tuttle Camera Still Going Strong 2026 is a versatile 35mm daylight-balanced color-negative film designed to deliver vibrant color and dependable performance in a wide variety of shooting conditions. Rated at ISO 400 with 36 exposures, it offers the flexibility photographers need for both bright daylight and lower light environments. Known for its rich color saturation and pleasing color rendition, this film produces warm, natural skin tones, making it an excellent choice for portraits, street photography, and travel. Its fine-grained structure and wide exposure latitude help capture detailed images while maintaining strong color and tonal balance. Processed using the standard C41 color negative process, this anniversary edition film combines classic color character with reliable modern performance. And let's take a quick look at the key features here. Limited edition Tuttle Camera's 80th anniversary release, 35mm color negative film, ISO 400, 36 exposures per roll, rich color saturation with optimized skin tones and standard C41 processing. A celebration of 80 years of photography since 1946 and proof that great film is still going strong in 2026. Again, I love that. That's awesome. I really enjoyed that description. So, from the website, we can get into my own thoughts now. I really enjoyed how this roll came out. It's a very interesting stock. It's not really like anything that I've seen before, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately, actually. The grain is pronounced, however, it is very pleasing to look at. The colors are soft and lean pastel, in my opinion, specifically the blue. It's probably just because the sky is in a lot of the shots, so the blue is the most prominent color throughout the roll. But looking at the color charts, all of the colors are soft and pastel-y, but that kind of trips me out because if you look at Mr. Snaps, his orange is extremely vibrant. It doesn't, the colors don't translate the same, right? In the color chart, they are, like I said, very pastel-y, but they're just extremely saturated when you're looking at Mr. Snaps. So now that I'm done with my experience with the film, I want to move into what I think it is. Now, this roll has been a lot harder to figure out. My previous methods of copying and pasting the description didn't work out this time, and the film negatives don't have any markings, unfortunately. So there's no obvious or easy way to identify the film. And when I asked a couple of the guys at Tuttle, both said that they either believed or heard that it was Kodak Gold 400. Now, if you're an avid film shooter, that should stand out as a problem to you, because Kodak only makes Ultramax 400 and Gold 200. The last time that Gold 400 was a thing was, let me see, I have it written down here. So I'm just going to read off of my notes directly. So the problem here is that Kodak hasn't commercially made Kodacolor Gold 400 since 1997. That's when it was discontinued. They haven't made Gold 400 since 2002 and Royal Gold 400 since 2004. So there's no way that this can be Gold 400, right? Well, before I watched Flick Film's video on what the source of their new Fusion 200 film stock is, I would have agreed with you, and I still might. Just hear me out a little bit. But in the video, they explained that the film they receive has tweaks done to them by the manufacturer. So maybe these rolls are rolls of Ultramax 400 that have had small tweaks done to the emulsion and the color science to more closely resemble what Gold 400, or just the color science of gold in general with the sensitivity of Ultramax 400. I have no idea. There's no way to tell or to know for sure. But as I started to look closer at my frames, I started noticing halations. Now, to my knowledge, there's only a couple of true color film stocks that have halations, and I'm pretty sure they're all motion picture film stocks. That does narrow things down a bit, but at the same time, not really. So I want to start with what it's not. It's definitely not Vision 3 50D or 500T. 50D is too slow, 500T is balanced for tungsten, so there's no way that's happening. Nor is it the new Kodak Veritas 200. I can't imagine underexposing and not compensating for that and still getting good color out of the film stock. I'm not sure. It could be Veritas, I don't know, but I can't imagine a world in which you shoot 400 ISO film at 200 and still get like very, very solid colors out of it. That's why I have that written down. Okay, so that's why I was gonna say that it could possibly be Veritas 200, is because it's not unheard of for Cinestill, for example, to use Kodak Vision 3 250D, strip the remjet, and then rate it at 400 and claim that the removal of the remjet allows for more sensitivity on the film's end. So maybe that's what happened, but to my knowledge, Kodak isn't really making AHU, or sorry, they're not making remjet film anymore. They're now moving on to AHU, anti-halation undercoat is, I believe, what that stands for. So this could be Kodak Veritas with the AHU, but to get the same colors, you would have to push. I'm rambling. The point is, I don't think that this is Veritas. There's chances that it could be, but I think those chances are slim. All of that yapping to say is that I'm genuinely stumped here. I really don't know what the hell this film is. And it's upsetting me because I like knowing what film stock I'm shooting, and even if it's a respool thing, I'll still keep buying whatever the respool is. I just want to know what it is, just for my own OCD or obsessiveness, whatever. I just like to know what the film stock I'm shooting is. I can't figure that out, and unfortunately I can't give you that information as well. So there's another part to this equation that's bothering me. If you know what it is, if you suspect what it could be, please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna read them all. I would happy to either be proven wrong or to finally know what the hell this film stock is. Goodness.
Now you can get real color in a flash. Fuji Color Quick Snap Flash. The first disposable 35mm camera with a flash built in.
And that's the video. But before I go, I want to read something that I have written down word for word, so forgive me for not reading this into the camera. I want to thank Tuttle not just for the film, but for being a part of the community and being a pillar of the community. The events that they host and are a part of genuinely bring so many fun and cool people together and help foster that sense of camera community. I love that when you go to the shop, you can just get your film and get out, or you can nerd out with other film nerds for almost an hour or two. Ask me how I know. With all of that being said, I want to thank Eric, Anthony, Steven, and Andy, as well as everyone else who works there. I'm just not sure if everyone else is okay with me saying their names, so just out of respect, I won't accidentally dox anyone, but thank you guys. You know who you are. You see me all the time. I bother you. Thank you for letting me bother you. For real, this time I'm done. Please check the description below for Tuttle's website, where you can pick up this pack of film for yourself. You can find film from all around the world or get anything else camera related you might need. Their Instagram is also going to be linked down below, excuse me. With that all being said, no matter what you're shooting, 35mm, 120, digital or instant, please keep shooting, stay creative, and go tell someone you love.
What makes a memory so special is that it happens only once, and then it's gone.